music from all around the continent of Europe, including the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. In a palace of pink where the peony grows, Princess Trisha the tabby cat wiggles her nose. She is ecstatic, elated, the apple of my eye, under a shimmering, glitter-filled, rose-colored sky. I am on the brink of a journey, she purrs with elation, to explore every musical, magical nation. With her tiara straight and her fur groomed to perfection, she seeks out the continent in a girly direction. No danger exists in this realm of pure ecstasy, just rhythmic delights and a pink-hued legacy. She checks her itinerary with a jubilant cry as the initial pink clouds float gracefully by. She prepares in advance for this grand demonstration of melodies, loanwords, and sheer celebration. Though she is reticent to leave her soft bed of roses, the exhilaration of travel is what she proposes. She must not exacerbate any fear of the unknown, for a princess of music is never alone. She packs every ribbon, everything but the kitchen sink, in a spacious trunk painted a delicate pink. It is vital, she says, to maintain my own style and travel each musical marvelous mile. She is on the verge of a quest out of this world, with banners of pink satin and velvet unfurled. First, Eastern Europe, where the spruce trees are tall and the polka echoes through a grand marble hall. Trisha meets Anka, a squirrel in a dress, whose penchant for dancing is second to none, we confess. The music is energetic, an exemplary sound, where folklore and tradition and joy are all found. In Poland, they dance with a skip and a beat, a melody making their journey complete. Dziękuję, thank you, says Trisha, a loan word she's found, as music from the east comes swirling around. They discuss the horde, an old word they maintain, as they dance to a happy and rhythmic refrain. In Ukraine, the dumka is poignant and sweet, with a rhythmic pulse that is hard to beat. Anka demonstrates steps that are light as a feather, as they celebrate music and friendship together. Trisha is far from distraught or dejected. She feels like a princess who is truly respected. They avoid any discord or dismal display, as the pink-tinted sunrise starts the new day. This is a piece of cake, Trisha cries with a grin, as the beautiful sounds of the region begin. She is all ears as the strings start to play, in the most authentic and wonderful way. Next, northeastern Europe, where the Baltics reside and choral harmonies swell like the tide. Trisha feels exhilarated, albeit a bit shy, as the dinos of Lithuania soar to the sky. She meets Velta the hare, who is quite a loquacious soul, helping Trisha to reach her penultimate goal. Asio, thank you, says Velta, with a twitch of her nose as she wears a pink dress with a series of bows. They discuss how a steppe is a vast, open space as they walk through this musical, magical place. It is the thought that counts as they share a pink treat in a world where the music is gentle and sweet. She continues to the north where the northern lights glow and the Hardanger fiddle plays over the snow. Saga the reindeer, with antlers of gold, tells stories of music both new and of old. Velkommen, welcome, she barks with an energetic grin. Let the culning and magic of Norway begin. They discuss the ombudsman and smorgasbord too, in a world that is sparkly and pink and so new. Saga is competent, leading the way as they listen to songs at the end of the day. The music is second to none, it is clear, a sound that is precious and cherished and dear. To northwestern Europe she travels with pride, to see the green hills and the great countryside. In Scotland, the bagpipes are boisterous and grand, played by Bonnie the terrier, the best in the land. Slainte, health/cheers, Bonnie cries with a skip and a hop, as they play till they feel they might simply just stop. They talk of the clan and the tartan they don, as the pink-tinted morning moves gracefully on. Bonnie is feisty and full of beans too, as they look at the lock that is pink and not blue. Under no circumstance would they ever feel blue, with a pink sequined bonnet and ribbons so new. In Wales, the harp plays a melody fine, as the pink-colored stars in the sky start to shine. Elowin the swan, with a neck long and sleek, plays music so gentle and modest and meek. Diolch, thank you, she sings, with a voice like a bell, under the magic of a musical spell. They talk about coracles and Eisteddfods fods as well, with many a wonderful story to tell. It is by no means an eyesore, this beautiful place, filled with such elegance, glamour, and grace. Elowin is refined and her music is pure, of that Princess Trisha is certainly sure. In England, the Morris dance starts with a beat, as Pippa the hamster hops on her feet. They talk about ballads and Beatles and more, as they dance on a pink-painted, old wooden floor. Cheers! Pippa chirps, with a bell on her knee. This is as happy as animals can be. There is no bicker, no dispute or quarrel, as they crown one another with pink-tinted laurel. They use loan words like shampoo and bungalow too, as the English countryside comes into view. Everything is exemplary, everything is just right, in the soft, rosy glow of the evening light. To Ireland she travels, the Emerald Isle, with a pink-painted boat and a princess-like smile. Soars the collie, with fur soft and long, leads her in singing a traditional song. Siad Mael Felt, 100,000 welcomes, she says, in the most enthusiastic of musical ways. The fiddle is lively, the tin whistle clear, the most energetic of sounds you can hear. They talk of the leprechaun and shamrock so green, in the most beautiful landscape that ever was seen. They avoid any incident, keeping things sweet, as they dance a quick jig with their pink velvet feet. To Western Europe, where France is the star, and the sounds of the chanson are heard from afar, Cosette the poodle, with fur left in pink, offers a bowl of a sweet, rosy drink. Bienvenue, welcome, she says with a sophisticated air, to the world of the ballet and savoir-faire. They discuss the elite, and the chic, and the core, as they dance on a glittering, pink-polished floor. Cosette is distinguished, a sight for sore eyes, as the pink-tinted moon starts to glow in the skies. She uses cliché and finesse with such ease, in a way that is certain to perfectly please. In Belgium and Luxembourg, bells start to ring, as Fleur the butterfly starts to softly sing. The carillon plays with a rhythmic refrain, under a gentle and pink-tinted rain. Thank you. Thank you, says Fleur with a flutter of wing as they listen to what the great bell towers bring. They discuss the plateau and detour they take as they fly by the side of a pink-mirrored lake. It is a piece of cake to stay happy and bright when the world is so filled with such musical light. They don't rock the boat, they just merrily float in a pink-painted boat with a pink-ribboned coat. In the Netherlands, where the tulips are pink, they stop for a moment to rest and to think. Lotta the rabbit, in clogs made of wood, behaves in a way that is exemplary and good. Alsjeblieft, please, here you go, she says with a hop and a skip, as they start on the next little leg of their trip. They talk of the yacht and the easel they use. There is absolutely nothing for them to lose. The music is steady, a comforting sound, as the pink-painted windmills go round and around. They maintain their composure, they're feeling quite grand in this quiet and peaceful and musical land. Southwestern Europe is next on the way, where Spain and where Portugal brighten the day. Paloma the dove, with her feathers so bright, dances flamenco in the pink golden light. The clicking of castanets, sharp and so clear, is the most energetic of sounds you can hear. Hola, she cries with a flap of her wing, as they listen to what the Spanish guitars bring. They talk of the patio, plaza, and siesta during this musical, magical fiesta. They are not at their wits' end, they're doing just fine, as the pink-colored stars in the sky start to shine. In Portugal, Amalia the kitten is found, as the soulful fado comes swirling around. The music is deep and it's full of emotion, as vast and as wide as the pink-hued ocean. Obrigada, thank you, says Amalia, with a purr, as a feeling of wonderment washes o'er her. They talk about marmalade and fetish as well, under the magic of a musical spell. Amalia is versatile, loyal, and sweet, making Trisha's long journey feel truly complete. They avoid any tension or erratic mistake as they walk by the side of a pink-mirrored lake. To southern Europe, where Italy glows and the operatic aria beautifully flows. Allegra the greyhound, so sleek and so pink, doesn't even have time for a flutter or blink. Bravissima! Trisha exclaims with a purr as a feeling of wonderment washes o'er her. They talk about solo and tempo and verse. As the history of opera they gently rehearse. It's not a cacophony, it's a symphony grand. In this pink-tinted, sunny and musical land, they use loanwords like stucco and fresco with pride as they wander through ruins with no place to hide. In Malta, Mari, the folk music rings through the pink-cobbled street with a rhythm that's steady and ever so sweet. Grazie, thank you, says Mari with a wag of her tail as they watch a pink-ribboned small boat set sail. They talk of the spatula and influenza too, in a world that is sparkly and pink and so new. Mari is competent, diligent, and kind, the best sort of friend that a princess could find. They are all in the same boat, they're feeling quite grand, in this island-based, musical, magical land. To southeastern Europe, where Greece is so bright, under the glow of the pink-tinted light. Eleni the owl waits to play on a pink-colored bouzouki at the end of the day. Opa, cries Trisha. She's ready to dance, to give the Sirtaki a wonderful chance. They talk about academy and alphabet too, and stories of heroes that seem almost true. Eleni is vocal, loquacious and wise, with big, golden, pink-rimmed and beautiful eyes. There is no anarchy, no bedlam or brawl, as the music of Greece starts to echo and call. In the Balkans, Milika the hamster is found, as the kolo dance goes round and around. The music is fast and the rhythm is strong, as every animal joins in the song. Fala, thank you, says Milika, with a twitch of her nose, as she wears a pink dress with a series of bows. They talk of the vampire and slalom as well, under the magic of a musical spell. Milika is energetic, full of such glee, as happy as any small hamster can be. They avoid any feud or any old rift, as they give one another a pink-tinted gift. In Romania, Serena the bat flies high, under the shimmering, rose-colored sky. The pan flute is playing a melody clear, a sound that is precious and cherished and dear. Mulțumesc, thank you, says Serena with a squeak, as she kisses the princess on her pink velvet cheek. They talk of the doina and folklore they share, in the cool and the fresh and the pink-tinted air. Serena is nimble and quick on the wing as they listen to what the Romanian woods bring. They are not at the brink of any despair, for music and magic are found everywhere. To Central Europe, where the waltz is the queen, in the most elegant ballroom that ever was seen, Heidi the fawn, with her pink-spotted coat, plays a soft silver flute with a delicate note. Guten Tag. Good day, she whispers. Please be seated and stay, for the waltz is starting. We'll dance the night away. They talk about kindergarten and muesli as well, as they fall under Austria's musical spell. Heidi is graceful and modest and kind, the best sort of dancer that Trisha could find. Everything is consistent, everything is just right, in the soft, rosy glow of the alpine-lit night. In Germany, Greta the badger is found as the yodel comes echoing all around. She wears a pink dirndl with ribbons so fine as the pink-colored stars in the sky start to shine. Danke, thank you, she says with a skip and a hop as they play till they feel they might simply just stop. They talk of the quartz and the delicatessen they see, as happy as animals ever can be. Greta is sturdy and loyal and true, in a world that is sparkly and pink and so new. They are not off their rockers, they're doing just fine, as the pink-tinted sun starts to brilliantly shine. In Switzerland, Yodela the goat plays a tune, under the light of the pink-tinted moon. The alphorn is long, and its sound is so deep, a promise of secrets the mountains will keep. Merci, says Yodela with a toss of her head, as she prepares for her soft pink velvet bed. They talk of the glacier and Avalanche too, as the pink-covered peaks come into their view. Yodela is steadfast, a sight for sore eyes, as the pink-tinted moon starts to glow in the skies. There is no jealousy, no green-eyed display, as they finish the music at the end of the day. To Hungary and Czechia, Trisha proceeds, to see what the music of Central Europe breeds. Sophia the fox, with her fur bright and red, has a pink feathered hat on the top of her head. They dance the sardas with a skip and a beat, a melody making their journey complete. Kosonom, thank you, says Zofia with a grin, as the beautiful sounds of the region begin. They talk of the robot and polka they know, as the pink-tinted sunset starts to brilliantly glow. So Sophia is clever and nimble and quick, performing a musical, magical trick. Now Trisha returns to her palace of pink, with a moment to pause and a moment to think. What a journey, she cries. It was truly the best. A melodic, magnificent pink-tinted quest. She has learned many loanwords and many new styles across all the musical, marvelous miles. She is not crestfallen to be home once more, with her pink velvet paws on her pink marbled floor. I'll reassess everything, she says with a purr, as a feeling of peace washes over her fur. So she hits the sack with a smile on her face, in her pink-tinted, wonderful, magical place.